Hello, thanks for joining me for your November Astro Tarot forecast. I'm shuffling the Haunted House Tarot by Sasha Graham, and I use that for the November Psychic Tarot reading. So if you haven't looked at that, give that a chance. Please watch your ascendant, your sun, and your moon sign for a full dose of the cosmos for the month. Happy Samhain, witches. Happy Halloween. And let's get to it. Mercury retrogrades today. It's the 31st of October, and Mercury retrogrades at 27 degrees of Scorpio, back through the 11-degree mark of Scorpio, going direct on November 20th. That's why I have my tarot cards upside down behind me. I wanted you to see the ones on the bottom, but I can't ever let you, they don't ever register on the camera. So I thought if I flipped it upside down, you'd get to see some of them. So Mercury slowing down in your sign, Scorpio. This is about you taking a step up and out of any physical, confrontational, dramatic energy. This is your assessment time. Revise, review, rewrite, reevaluate your scenario here. And I would expect some plumbing issues because this retrograde is in your first house and it's in water. Hey, that could apply to your body and your house. I wasn't referring to that at first, but the first house is the house of self. And you don't want to exert too much physical energy without really paying attention to what you're doing. And, there's just room for error and mishaps, and you want to hone in on your communication skills. Say what only needs to be said. Less is more, and hold off from signatures and signing important documents until after the 20th of November. It is your solar return month, so happy solar return and happy birthday to the November Scorpios. On the 1st through the 25th, Venus enters Sagittarius, and this is beautiful for your resources sector. There is a smoothing over where Venus falls, and this is the finance and budget sector. It's also your self-confidence, self-worth, and value. It's wonderful for attracting people into your business life or to believe in you, to invest in you. And you could see some business partners sniffing around too. I know that's not the 7th house, but when Venus is here, people are attracted to how you make money. So there might be a ton of questions. So when people ask too many questions, though, you want to ask them if they're writing a book. You don't have to tell everybody everything. You writing a book, hippie? I think that you'll only answer what you're comfortable with, but there are people drawn to what you're doing right now, Scorpio, and Scorpio rising. So please watch the rising, the sun, and all of that for your cosmic advice, your astral advice. On the 12th, we have our full moon at 19 degrees of Taurus, bringing a culmination to the 7th house of business partnerships. There is an awareness here in this sector. Some of you are having closure in your marriages, finalizing your divorces, or have separated out of relationship. If you are happily married and in relationship, this moon does afford an illumination in this sector, and you don't have to take action on what is uncovered or what you see or what you feel, but assess it. Don't ignore it. If there is a red flag, there's a red flag. You don't want to say there's a red flag, but I'm going to pretend I don't see it. Pay attention to the signs. That's what they're there for. On the 19th, Mars, one of your ruling planets, enters Scorpio. So Mars is with you. Wow. You've got a lot going on here, and the power is on your side. What are you, CNC Music Factory? I've got the power. Was that them? Yeah, I think so. Power, Mars, energy, stamina, willpower, drive, determination, and aggression and anger. So watch your tone, watch who you're talking to. Mars in your sign gets you very heated, and you could sweat more readily. You could expel a lot of physical energy. Your workouts could be more intense and vigorous. You could be adding on more to your commitment to health. And road rage is high when Mars is in the first. You're quick to react with this planet here. So on the detriment, just take a breath before you react to someone too heavily. Mercury goes direct on the 20th in Scorpio in your first house, so you can have some replenishment communication from the 20th forward. That's when you want to schedule interviews and submit resumes and get your bio out there to the world from the 20th to the 30th of November. The Sun on the 22nd enters Sagittarius. Wonderful to be conjunct with Venus. You have 3 days, the 22nd, 23rd, 24th, and half of the 25th, while Venus and the Sun are conjunct in your wealth sector and your confidence sector. This is a beautiful conjunction of these two benevolent planetary energies. And there is a prosperity time frame. This is a prosperity placement, promotion, title change, getting what you're due, and feeling confident and like you are worth what you receive. On the 25th, Venus then exits Sagittarius and enters Capricorn, where she'll be conjunct Saturn and Pluto that have been limiting this sector somewhat. You've been restricted in either your relationship with your siblings or your transportation area, the vehicle itself, or public transportation. Road blockages and construction could have been thwarting you over the course of these last few years. There's also a restructuring of your sibling relationships. And Venus here, especially with sisters, can smooth over the harshness that has been in this third house. And local travel can be your friend during the holiday of Thanksgiving that week when Venus is here in the third house. Local neighborhood, road trips, car travel can be handled with more smooth sailing as opposed to just Saturn and Pluto there. That Thanksgiving table feels a little harsh and political to me. And then when Venus is there, you can have more lighthearted games go on for Thanksgiving as opposed to maybe some curmudgeoned talk or repressive energy, which is what Saturn and Pluto are together. The new moon exists on the 26th at 4 degrees of Sagittarius in your money sector. Cha-ching, Scorpio. New moon vibes and the Sun. Venus spent the first 25 days in this area. I feel like Scorpio deserves more. And once you recognize that you deserve more, you're paid more. You have to know your worth first. Didn't Alicia Keys say that? Or was it Kate Bush? Kate Bush said it first. All right, let's see what's here in the tarot. And if you require a private reading, I'm at audreyalison.com. Thank you for choosing me for your guidance on the astral. This is my sole profession, and I love what I do, so thank you for choosing me. Scorpio, here are your cards for the month. What did I just talk about? Saturn and Pluto. This is the Devil card. Limitation, restriction. What are you in shackle to? What are you in chains to? And this could be addiction too. Some of you might be suffering from something that has a hold on you. And if that's the case, don't judge yourself. Addiction is a disease. Remove the fault behind this, okay? Remove your own fault in this. What else is here? Creepy, but it is a Halloween deck. This is the transition card. And there are some changes that need to be made. And what better time of year to make changes than your solar return. And I also feel in combination, these two very major, oh, wow, I just got it. These two very major arcana cards are very much like the planets. Saturn is the devil card. They get the name from Satan, Saturn, limitation, restriction, obsession, addiction. The death card is Pluto. So that is the two planetary energies that are existing in your third house right now. And I'm also getting it's time to put an end, change to what's limiting you. If you've got a habit for too long, it's not cute anymore. So, put yourself in a better position and make the changes that are necessary for you to get out of the shackles. Hangman, you've been there too long. Now, not all of you, okay? So this is super specific, and these are harsh major arcana cards, but this is the time of year to go for it. Hangman is actually a positive card that suggests being informed because you've been quiet, and it can be a year's worth of time. Some of you have been practicing this habit for a long time, and it's creating a stagnance in your life. You're not moving forward, you're not moving backward. You're standing still, you're stuck. But the Hangman is getting educated and is receiving a download. So if your instincts and your mind are telling you, change things up or leading you to a new practice, pay attention to that. Wow, Judgment. You've got strong major arcana cards, and you could be too harsh on yourself. You're beautiful anyway. You're beautiful inside and out, and in the eyes of the universe, in the eyes of God, in the eyes of Source. Don't be your own worst enemy. Love all of yourself. You have one more card, Queen of Fire. Wow, random. We're not getting a major arcana card. Fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Creativity, entrepreneurial energy, strength, a strong desire is available. And some Scorpios are linking up with passionate people and making changes in their life. You don't have to have an addiction to have this reading applied to you. It could be something that just needs to be rerouted in your life, and you've received some signs spiritually about this, some messages that have come through. And if anything is limiting you, even your own job position, if you feel like you're completely miserable and unhappy, make the change, because you get one life here to control. So why not make the best of it? Thank you so much, Scorpio. I hope this was helpful. Thank you for choosing me. I'm wishing you a beautiful month. Remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.